Alright, I joined hella fucking late, Jesus. I saw most of it. And at least see the last round, where Ambrosia are probably gonna win, so.
Standing ahead.
What the heck? Did someone just die? The clone. Okay, no, it's fun. Nice help. Caillou.
Last player standing.
Yeah, it's over.
Down B. Flawless. Defenders win.
Alright, on to the next game, whatever it is. Let's see. Map 2 Sunset. I love Sunset. What do they run? Ooh, Deadlock Cypher. Fucking hate that, but be fun to watch. And Lemonade. Run. Ooh, that's interesting. This is fairly recent too. The Solo Vise. Solo Vise and Viper. That is interesting. Is there a stream here? I'm very interested in this. I can just wait to see. No, thank you. Don't want to listen to that. Wasn't there another game going on? Yeah. Oh, they get the official stream with casters. Aw, poor Ambrosia and Lemonade Stand. Dude, these hats are ridiculous.
You know what? Maybe someone in the chat can answer us if that's like his like rank like IGN or something, right? Just
maybe
T-Dwag?
like like I'll
That's not
check after
the
the
right,
game
is
is
it?
over. Just T-Dwag is crazy.
Oh, okay, they're just pointing it out.
It's very evil.
That's hella disrespectful.
Yeah, it's very woo coded. I don't like it. Anyways, a triple stack from Winthrop as well too, except this time they're keeping the Omen close.
Which I think is the right call. I think at this point it's just better to dump. Paranoia's
Fast
earlier
pressure.
are kind of how
To be
Winthrop
already.
is able to just make such decent space.
Hey,
I don't really
Lurk.
care about Util dumping from both.
Early
If you're able
Cypher
to hold
hears
crunch from main, then be my guest. Swing in from Infiltrator,
Yeah, nice.
actually swings back out of the smoke and actually ends up working
And everyone's
in
here,
WU's favor
just
because it
gonna
extends
gun
the
down
fight
the
just that little bit
country.
longer.
Player
TSM still
standing.
stuck in the back line, and Nazi is going to cut out the middleman until Sim will become the middleman. He'll get inside with the overdrive now, and it's just going to say, screw it, let's find moves, let's find Infiltrator, let's play some Neon today, and Infiltrator will say, I am also playing that character.
That's
and I'm
a
on 6
rough
AP and you are not. Winter
thing for
University
Sim.
up 9-7.
Okay.
Yeah, no
I
wonder
have to
EG
give
dropped you. I'm not gonna lie, that's rough.
For firstly having the cognizance for just like kind of just giving up his teammate, but then also when there lots of really body shots, but then realized that he can't take a perfect duel. Was I
Oh
believe
my god, the tech
mid-reload,
pauses are
mind
out
you,
of hand, I swear to god.
managed to jump into the corner and then retake the peak after that and win that fight as well. that was seriously impressive. And also because of the Neon ult being fired consistently, Sim also had to stop or else he would fear being burnt out. So that was like a perfect like clash of scenarios that
Oh my
allowed
god,
him to get on
T-Dwag.
top. So
2-11.
that was well done by them and
Come on, Goat.
allowing them to just barely maintain the lead once again.
And
What
it's
else
just
is
such
going
it's
on?
just yet another example of what will become a
Watch.
bygone era, that this map really is just a playground for Neon when there's no error in your aim.
Fanatic,
These angles are
fully
the
destroyed
perfect.
focus.
It feels like they built it with. It feels like Neon is the architect
Aim
of the map,
count.
genuinely.
It's really
The
good.
chokes are so perfectly suited for her slides, and also her relay bolts. Are you kidding? The ricochets are so consistent on this map for that for those stuns. At least more than other maps. At the very least, nerfing run and gun will make her a tougher like insta lock on other maps before she was gonna get just out of control. But this Sunset might still be a good home for her.
Maybe.
You think?
You know, we definitely don't want her to be a mainstay anymore in any of these maps, sadly, especially because like you were looking at Haven. I think even Haven Neon would do well because old Neon did pretty okay. Shout out to the times of back when Food was playing her.
Dude.
On I believe there was still Envy back then too. And
Yeah,
Food,
that's like deep cut.
Food also, Food also knows Victor now as well. Was he
Oh, this
he
was
was
interesting.
solo
Okay,
anchoring.
I didn't realize this is how this tournament
with,
works.
with his shock bolts as well, and so they would just play full retake on Envy. God, I remember watching this game, an old head in Valorant, but it was cool. By the way, if you're wondering, we just had a player disconnect. It's gonna be back now,
Yeah.
so we're all good. And we should be ready to get back into the game in just a couple of seconds.
Another reminder, we also have Ambrosia versus Lemonade Stand, the
All this
other
pressure
match
towards
that's
A is
going
very
on in this
interesting.
group stage 4-team double elimination tournament over on Knights Arena. You have
Oh,
the extra
say
ramp,
bye
you have
for
the extra
TSM.
monitor, tab, whatever, however
Very
you watch
passive
those.
from both sides.
Check out that game. It's two really fantastic tier 2 teams that have essentially the same rosters that they did. We're gonna watch one of those teams in the match after this one in the winners bracket. So study up.
That is correct.
Pretty
In fact,
typical
Ambrosia already
anti-eco
won
in terms of the
up in
pace
that game.
and
No
drop.
shot. Are
Just
you
getting an
kidding
extra
me?
orb for the ult.
Yeah, they are 1-0 up, 13-4 on Abyss. Adios mio. What happened?
That is brutal. Wowzers. Holy.
And it's my goat Screwface on Ambrosia. Let's go, Kyle.
Oh yeah, no, he's so back. No, that squad is well. There's a good chance we'll get to talk about them in a little while.
Yeah, is their second map loaded
Question
up
is,
yet?
who do they face? Because these are still some pretty 50-50-ish rounds we're seeing. TSM's aim has not steadily outpaced WU's the way I imagine a lot of Ascension viewers might expect. Sim is still here though, and Sim is still
Fast
kicking
flank
until
through
Kirk is able to deal
spawn.
with the rest of that chip.
Nice shot by
Infiltrator
7.
spots a moment to ultimate, and a paranoia will easily trounce that. Now it's a question of how much of when Sim
Ooh,
chooses to
nice
fight the
flash.
rest of this. There's still plenty of util to completely shut this down. Plenty of gun though for
Wow.
Jerk to hold on to just
What a
a
eco.
little bit longer
Kinda missed it,
until the
but-
rest of TSM can hold on to some
You know, it's
vandals
pretty good
and
trades.
around to call their own, reducing the gap back to 1.
The paranoia she put out to stop the Neon from running in past the breach ultimate was so big. So that completely blinds two of them from pretty much eliminating what could have been a decimation of almost the entire side of attackers being run through. But a great piece of util, which is why once again, because he talked about how Omen being so prevalent, being so strong in almost every comp possible, which so the nerfs on 9.10, which is not patch, mind you, everybody watching, right?
Looking like
As next patch.
maybe a
Afterwards,
trap
we saw
play set up
9.9
here.
as to why they may be prevalent, but
Oh, just up down. It's a nice move.
Sim, unfortunately, will get
Kind of
to
hard
use
read.
none of his.
Yeah. They are definitely privy to that play.
I like this, going back and controlling aim.
Good setup, but also
Link.
another great lurk by Moves, who will find
They did
Zip
just
on
play
the
together.
walk back from
Let
B,
Sim
which
first
will also force
contact.
GMD to stay put a little bit longer. That's
He
not good if
goes
WU
down.
starts winning fights. They aren't just yet. 7 can trade it back
Are we
out,
just
but Jerk,
unaware? How?
far angle
Our
on the
teammate just
elbow.
died.
Good catch.
What are we doing?
Making it another 2v2 again. Moobs does not have access to a gun. Sim is playing cold, but also on low health. Doesn't matter if you find the head.
A nice shot.
Up to 3 this round, and Who knows how? I gotta check the tally after
Good
this
trades,
round
yep.
because it's decent. Good double.
I mean,
solo.
that's just Sim
sometimes
taking
the
over.
slide is simply to throw your body at the problem, and it is. Now tied up at 9.
I mean, if they were just aware of the fact that they were here, that round isn't even
We'll find out.
that close.
25 and 17.
A lot of ults on round.
Not too shabby from Sim.
Not too bad, kid. You'll do fine here on TSM.
Looks like some passive setup towards mid. Probably just playing for the
I
passive
think
with
the
their
fans
ults.
might like
Oh,
this guy.
okay, going back to just normal
Yeah,
setup.
I think he might have a pretty fruitful season, right? Maybe even get a shot as tier 1. Who knows? But yeah, it is interesting seeing Sim back here, right? Considering the trial that he and just a bit of the offseason that he had, working with EG, seeing him some offseason tournaments as well too.
Yeah.
And I find
I think I would have liked the cam to be over here,
some really
just so
couple
we could have some more
bright
info,
spots. Some
but
that, you know, he made
I
look
like the general
a
setup.
bit
It's
nervous
good.
as well too. So maybe kind of like, you know, playing into a bit back and forth in decision making. Now,
Because,
don't
I
know
mean,
what
someone
either
could
side is
already
thinking,
be
but,
here
you
and
know,
you'd have
either
no
way,
idea.
I do hope Sim and all
But I think they're just kind of relying off the pass round
with the
conditioning.
rise back up.
They won't work up
Sim,
into
though,
it.
just see one T-Dog peeks into it, not really putting
Bro,
possible
T-Dog,
pass.
you're struggling, dude.
He gets out, slide in, that's one, but there's 2 there.
Yeah, I really
you know,
don't
because
like
for
solo
sure,
neon
God,
slides
either
for
one
that
was
reason.
concussed,
Like,
and
if you
now
don't have exactly the
losing 2
info on
off of
who's
TSM
there,
could be
I don't think solo sliding like that's a good idea.
Spotted, but it doesn't matter. He's ready to peek, and once
I mean, this round is just completely falling apart.
Spam through GMD.
Seven's having
Which way
to
you
go over
look
here
is
because he has no
crucial
idea
as
where
the
anyone
cage is to
is,
fall.
and there's no way of getting
Sees the
info.
gun and is gonna be around. He's gonna slowly slip
Yeah, I mean,
away.
get basically
CA
flawless
one more eventually.
off of a round when you
And
had
it gave
4
a
ults. Like, that's
centimeter
just
lens
not
a
how you
shot,
should be playing.
and it covers the round potentially. But now for TSM, it's just 7 left. Johan, I've seen you do 1v5s before. How about now?
Why is the next round loading so slowly?
And now. No.
Yeah, that's the.
This is the 1v5 position right here.
I mean, it's possible, right? It's a.
I mean, you could even put the cam here. See.
4 incredible duels. To be fair, you know, News is already pretty much dead. Nashi as well taking a piece of damage. Infiltrator
But
doesn't
it's
have
just
any
like
shield either, so
solo swing
it'd
here.
be tough. I don't think
This
he
was just
actually
a bad
senses it
death.
coming here, but
Yeah.
considering when Winthrop, you know, they should
Like,
have
it's just
prevented it,
not
they
what you
just
should be doing with
followed up a
ults.
lot of
Just
types
hold
of
your mid
angles,
control.
and
If
with
you really
crosses
want to
like
push
that,
mid, then use your ults.
there are no chances.
What are you doing?
And another round in their favor.
So as we kind of, I don't know, it's almost like a 3-legged race to the finish line here between WU and TSM. Tied at the hip, it seems. Just
goes here.
really nothing but back and forth when it comes to the gun diff. I think util trades have been decent on
Alright,
both
5
sides.
ults TSM.
Positioning
Yeah, don't use like
decent
3 of
on
them.
both
You're
sides.
trolling.
Everyone certainly knows how to play this map.
Scanning ahead.
WU
Solo
sitting
neon
against
again.
a lit up Sim who has another
Probably
overdrive.
fake
He's gonna
flush.
proc it mega
Yep.
early here.
Go into a
into
stack.
just moves.
Glad there was some passivity there
Take
from
that
Sim.
as a sign to rush down A site. Luckily,
Interesting
TSM
choice
is
to
ready
pop
for
the
that, as
ult.
the rest of them
Okay, they're gonna
are
fight into
stacked
this.
right here.
Which is good.
The perfect bait.
Nice.
The infiltrator, it now works perfectly. Now they have to do the rushing though, and with the help of the Nightfall, it's a lot easier to do it undetected.
Yeah, much better round
Only
from
losing
TSM.
one on
Basically
the way
flawless.
out, and
Like,
TSM
that was a lot
easily
better.
ties us back
Fake
up.
flush here.
That was beautiful.
Go stack
use from
eye.
TSM.
Have your trips
From
here.
Sim shock
Perfect.
bolts to the tether from T-Dog. And then of course the second concuss on top of that from 7. And with a paranoia
Weird
stack on
choice
top
for them
of
to
GMD.
continue in. I'm curious what would happen if they
One
had Fade
layering
ulted
on
and
top
they
of
had
the
just
next,
backed off.
blending to a
I
beautiful
don't really know why
symphony.
they kept going into
A
that.
pick after
Maybe
pick,
because
the
there was just
stack
no
of
noise.
Winthrop, red early and taken out with great effectiveness. These are the rounds I need to see from TSM. They try to make their way back in, especially on Winthrop's map pick. Sim slowed down, has to put out the wall, but infiltrator catches 7 trying to come around for the defense. Sim now gone as well too, and GMD got looking to face Sov results. One by one, they all fall. This is the exact opposite of what I wanted, guys. This is not it.
Winning their fights.
Nice T-Dog.
Nice T-Dog.
Nice.
TSM, T-Dog, well, hello.
Tyler.
Here's 3 for you. Good way to get back on the board.
So I just
and
don't
Zim
really
is on full
understand,
health.
like-
Flare is on 1, but will ult to get this spike back, and Jerk is early
Contacting here,
from tiles.
just unaware that we can
What a
be seen
strange
from there.
place to be that'll net
Solo
WU
push
the
here,
round, but just
wall,
barely
then you have no
after.
exit
T-Dog
because this
had
isn't
a
smoked
nice
off.
clutch
Like,
there.
I don't get
T-Dog
that.
finally been a bit quiet for a lot of these rounds, but
Doubled his kills.
yeah.
Like, what was the
getting-
idea here? Just
getting a
fake
beautiful
some
three,
pressure and hope that
allowing himself to at least be
Breach
more
catches
involved in the
one,
game.
blocking?
Now, to be fair, Util has been good, right? The Haunt and the Tethers have been playing well for his team, but I haven't seen much of a chance for him to get involved into the actual
just
kill
don't really
feed,
like
but
it.
Here though, a close game, but no cigar, sadly.
Alright, some
Once
fast
again,
pressure.
going back to the same strat,
Went
T-Dog
throw out.
flash, survives.
Infiltrator just whiffing a little bit.
Infiltrator's at least in now, right? He'll
Quick
step in
rotate with
back,
the Omenal.
and this is the kind of fast
See
lane
if
that
they can
wanted
create
to go
enough
with, and now that they're not
pressure.
stacked, it's a lot
Because they don't
easier
have
to-
anything on the other side of the map.
T-Dog's
And
util
so
able to
they're
slow
kind
down
of sticky
again.
unless they want a team really
And
clear.
the stack is back here, but Flare good cut up through
Playing
the smoke.
slow,
able to
cutting
somehow find
noise.
7.
That's what you want to do. That's not what you want to
Because
do.
finding 7 to GMD finds moves. And they push the way back through.
So ult,
spawn,
but you
one
don't
on
ult the
site,
site, so
North
T-Dog's
either.
hiding
It's just
dice
one
and
with a
gets one.
stinger, and one is all he'll get, but it's good enough for now. So the rest of his team, Sim,
I'm out of here.
with a nice little quick peek again, slides in. What
I feel like
was that
surely
from
we could have
Sim?
ulted like this and
Breaking
had a
Flare's
much
legs.
better angle that allows us
leaving
to actually
just
take site.
Jerk.
It's a weird
Alive
decision.
on the outside, having to see the spike against
And
3,
throw up.
and it's the boy Sim.
Because there's no reason you should have lost anyone right here.
Putting up above a
Nice.
30 bomb in this game.
Yeah, he's grabbing this Infinity Gauntlet in this.
Yeah, it's
twilight of
pretty crazy.
the map.
Some floor numbers
Got
right
to do
there.
it twice more here, but already halfway back to this overdrive that is able to just easily threaten an entire
Time out.
lane. And Infiltrator, unfortunately, has not been as intimidating a Neon, despite the fact that these elbow executes have been.
So it's like if
pretty
you
well
wanted
backed
to
up.
go
Those
fast, I
opening
think
kills
what
have just
threw them
not
off
come as
was that
often as
Omenal.
they'd like, these past couple
Because it
rounds,
looked like
and
they
it's
just
let
wanted to go
TSM once
fast
again
and
slow
hit the
things
breach
down,
ult.
keep an
But then they
advantage,
canceled,
which is
cut
apparently
noise, use the breach ult poorly,
MacGuffin
lose too many.
so far this game, and it lets them hold on to
Who
sites
was
a lot
it?
easier.
I think it was Flare got
Huge
caught
out here
in
dropping
elbow,
word
just
like
taking
that,
a solo
expecting it.
swing.
What are you doing, man?
Sorry.
Alright, just MacGuffin.
No ults really. We're on a
It's
save
It's like
for
a
the last
magical-
round.
Yeah, like a magical or very important item to a story or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, that's pretty cool. So like an essential plot device needed to move this way along.
Yes. Yes.
Mm,
I haven't seen a whole lot of rounds, so I'm
Alright,
not
you
really
know what?
sure what
That's-
Umbro can take
that's-
advantage of
That's a
here.
fair point. That's kind of cool. And
That goes there.
the MacGuffin right now for TSM would be Sim at this point.
I think they could create some more pressure on the map, though, for sure.
Round after round may not be every single time,
It's a
but
little
Sim
late
always
for that.
manages to get involved, and in some of these, like taking a 3 as if it's just no problem.
Like, we're getting way
There's a
too
reason
much
why this
value
guy
off
was
of these
so
trips.
widely and extremely heralded as one of the best duelists in challenges. Now from here though,
Little trap
looking
play
to just
setup
gamble
with
stack here, move
Neon.
forward and play off the pair. Yeah,
Could be risky.
They can actually catch them here. See them? They're running at them.
I mean, we found they were here last time and lost a lot of numbers, TSM.
TSM can back out as well after shock. GMT can't.
Little flank through
Still a
market.
trade along the lane, and oh, look who's here. It's the rest of WU up in Boba. Moves has managed to find a lurk all the way up to top
Here we are,
mid.
and
meanwhile,
they've
the
done
rest
it.
of WU can clear out the rest
I
of
guess
their
the
mates, so
weakness
it's a
was here.
3-1
They decided to go for a
against
trap
a
play on an
T-Dog that
eco,
has an
or an anti-eco.
outlaw. Oh no.
And with the market pressure, they're forced to push in here, and
That's
they are just not good at contesting that.
another.
No way, T-Dog.
Don't do. You might as do this. A ridiculous round will be taken for TSM.
Good repositioning by
Losing almost
Nazi.
a save of a brink for match point on their first chance.
I want to see the
An
end of
opportunity
this before I
move
tune
forward and
into
upper finals and
Ambrosia
qualify
and
for
Lemonade.
playoffs.
30 seconds left.
In the next 3 days, Team Solo made a roster announced barely 48 hours ago.
Oh my god.
With T-Dog now,
Why is he not looking?
unfortunately,
Did he lag out?
angle and gets crossed upon.
He's not going to check
Trusting
left or
his
right at all?
too much
He's just going to hold one angle?
and not worry at all of the danger lurking in the corner.
That's crazy.
What a crunch.
I've never
and-
seen someone hold an angle for like
but
10
it-
seconds
I mean, it
and not
comes
check
after
your
such
other
a
angle.
well-taken fight by Winthrop
That's
University.
crazy.
Ultimately, that's not a deserved round win by TSM, and so it's given to the collegiate squad that is one away from taking this first map of the group stage, first map of the tournament.
Other
It was
just
their
complete 5-man go.
Going into things,
Feeling area.
I mean, that was a
Our map
huge
two
ass
will be
fucking
Haven,
eco.
which
Changed
TSM
Cypher to
would
A.
definitely feel a lot more comfortable in, but still, the fact
They
that
know they like mid
they're
pressure,
one
so
out
watching
from
it with the
falling to
lurk.
this, and they don't have a great economy for it.
Little contact play. Do they see the
Does not
cam?
spell
Yeah,
good
he
for the
sees
rest of their
that.
tournament run.
Ziff looking. Ziff, I think, just saw so much info there too with
Deploying
3
drone.
I think so.
around that
And this
side,
is the
right?
thing that you
It's-
kind of
that's-
lose with a comp like this.
That was
There's
completely
so much
something
pressure on the
wants to
map.
go, and I Sim finally opened a pick on Nosh.
And there's so many gaps in their setups
But
right now, but they're not even
Sim
aware.
has gotten a bit overzealous here,
It's
so
a
got
hard
peeking into
gamble that
halls
they're
and
gonna
dying
outgo
for
A.
that one too many times, and this
Relying
time,
on Sim for a
making
first
much
blood.
careful, not overheating, and playing much more with his team.
Looks
which
like
I
we're
really
going to
wanna
OT.
see. Especially off of Zip, you take out Infiltrator, and I get an ult on the side with GMD, Zip, Zap, Zap, you flop like a mop, Sim, with moves to clean up the rest. Still a 3v1.
Just no lurk
TSM
pressure,
looking
man.
to push
Like,
us into OT for
get
our
this
first
info.
BO3 of the day. As well here at 10, we might be in for a
30
long one.
seconds left.
Between everyone here. Jerk is gonna walk into the tripwire. Shoots it, boom. He has the util out. 7, no.
He's 2 steps away from you, man.
I just kind of don't get what they're doing. Like, if you want to play where you have no lurk on B,
What? That missed?
and all your offensive pressure is here,
You know
then why are
he's
you going
One
so
more.
slow?
No, it's shallow again. So he managed to
Because you have no
reposition it.
choice
I
but
think
to go
Move
A,
Distance
because
is
you
the
have no
last
info on
barely
either side of the map.
double peek
So you
goal.
either forced a
Here's
team
1-for-1.
re-clear
Shoot for the
all the
second.
way through
He's the
here,
big hand.
or
And
just
it's
go into A
Shark
anyway. And that's an
around the
insane clutch.
corner.
My babushka told
In
me
a
not to
1v3
play.
to push Winthrop for the first map win
It's crazy.
as I'm sitting down. What's up?
Alright, on to these two.
One enemy remaining.
Ambrosia played probably my favorite Valorant
Spike
on tier
planted.
2. Oh, gun spams already. Heard. Oh yeah, they have the Viper Vise. Oh, this is gonna be so fun to watch. Curious what they have idea was. But they're starting on attack, so maybe a little bit limited. And you got this lurk wall. Atypical. Usually you
Right
have
here.
this wall. So, but I kind of get the idea of why maybe you'd want it like that. Because you're just worried about someone peeking from here.
Revealing.
Oh, but they have the deadlock wall. Yeah. Interesting. And defensive op, man. Ambrosia love ops, and I love ops. And when you have a team that's hella disciplined, you can get away with it. I mean, you shut down this side of the map with an op. You have the deadlock wall here. You get your Omen on the line. You can now put most of your pressure around here. Lemonade stands. Are they on Eco?
Poison's off.
Doesn't seem like it. Well, they have a decent buy, but they're just kind of scrambled, not really knowing what to do. I think they're going to have to rely on a lot of mid pressure if they want to be successful, and right now they're in a heavy site extremity default.
Toxins going up. Spike down A. 30 seconds left.
This is really cool out of them. Just, they have stack towards B, they're using the Omen and the Breach util to just stall here after the deadlock wall goes down. Makes Lemonade stand hesitate because there's so little time, and now they're just done.
10 seconds left.
Nice round. That's crazy. And just good recognition by Ambrosia that if they use the Omen blind, the breach stall, the drill, and the stun,
No one
they
will
can win a
remember.
straight time. Is there like hissing sound? Yeah, there is.
Sound
What
sensor
is
out.
that?
Who's next? Here.
Alright. Using the Yoru ult for info. Create a nice little pinch. Oh, that doesn't really go much their way as you think. It was a risky choice. I don't know names. But their Yoru player just TPs out here. I think gets one, but is a 1-for-1. And Smiley's able to get away. Let me pull up the roster. Killer.
Spike planted.
Oh, so no.
One enemy remaining.
Nah, should be it. Just have all your Deadlock Cypher resources dedicated towards B, and maybe expecting a B hit. The Yaru ult just kind of disrupts the hold. And then they're able to get plant, and with Deadlock Cypher, you don't really have any retake utility. Oh, he turns! Oh, that sucks.
Flash placed. Not ready yet.
Yeah, because I don't think it's happening on the other stream. Let me see. Pull up something else. I don't think it's my headphones. It's definitely not. It's definitely the stream. What is that? What buzzing?
Thanks.
I don't see anyone saying it. Oh, holy static. Okay, yeah. Maybe I just mute this, honestly. Nice first blood. Sono. Ambrosia kind of getting active. Loses one in a 5v3. Still have to get past this deadlock wall. Just giving them a lot of information. This is an interesting comp. A lot of Ambrosia's comps are very mainstream, I would say. Very like defensive heavy, very simple in their ideas. Whereas this one is a little bit different. Like not using the Sova here, probably because you just want some flashes and you want some stall pressure. But then you have no concrete info. Wonder how that's going to work for them when they get to offense. And Ambrosia are able to retake. That's insanity. Just better, I guess. 3v5 retake win with a breach, raise, and cipher. Cool. Lemonade stand is playing like dog shit. So I feel like that's all you can say there. Static still there. I would like some sound so I can hear, but there's some kill trip setups right here. It's pretty cool. Man, I mean, B is just fucking loaded. And with the global utility, I feel like they can afford to put some more bodies over here. Like maybe the Deadlock Gravnet, but maybe they're just kind of expecting a B hit after all these A hits. Hunter's Fury coming out. Able to get the Cypher. That's huge, man. Oh! Oh. The Op takes him out anyway. Sono stuck on site. Broja just has such a good defensive hold. I mean, this Op is finding so much value. Nice. I mean, only losing one there, and the one was to ult. It's pretty great. I just don't like what I'm seeing out of Lemonade Stand. Like, we have a Cypher deadlock. Do we really think that contacting into here and not creating any pressure elsewhere on this map is gonna be the way to win this? Because I don't. I mean, look at this. We got a 4-1, basically 5-0 default. And they're on a save, so I get it, but... Like, but you're not really going to get through this on a save. At least I don't think. And if they do, it's just going to be about gun trades. Using the ult there. Nice drill from Caillou. Oh, nice shot. Cavern. Caillou gonna use the ult just to secure this, which I like. I mean, you use 2 ults on an eco, but this is a pretty big round. You get to 6. I like investing ults rather than saving them and losing. So, I mean, 5 on an eco into B. They kill 3, like, that's not terrible. And they make them use 2 ults. So I feel like you kind of got to win out of this if you're Lemonade Stand, in a way. Oh, they fix it? Sounds like it. Let's go. Alright, pretty typical default. Just put your Cypher and your Deadlock on the same side. A bunch of util, then your heavy side. That's all. Ooh, okay. That's a really cool play. Come out, Lemonade Stand.
Barrier deployed. Adapt or
So that
die!
Deadlock wall is really gonna mess this up.
Caught one.
Spike planted.
It's a pretty cool idea from Lemonade Stand using Yoru to kind of TP past this smoke. Doesn't have that many kills, they have sight, the Viper ult. And the trades are really good. Up 3 at this point.
Time to jump.
I feel like if I'm in Broja, a move would have been fight sight. I don't think you can afford to give up sight like that with your comp. Even if you have the breach, with no ults, and them having the Viper ult online. I feel like you just needed to take the risk and fight, whether it's going back here and trying to take out the Yoru with your Deadlock Cypher,
Yes, this should do.
or just standing your ground. By playing for the retake,
This goes
it's not
here.
gonna get you a win there.
Oh, this is a that goes there.
Alright, pretty much the same default, switching up some trips. I mean, again, just the largest mid gap that Lemonade Stand just seem to not care about or even explore whether or not there's trips or things here. Pretty much staying to kind of these 5-man defaults.
Here.
Using the Oriole to kind of clear it out again. You saw what happened last time. Ambrosia kind of lost the fight. Not gonna happen this time. They get up to, I mean, that's all they need. There's a little over peaking here by Lemonade Stands. Ambrosia are up numbers, and now there's no way you're winning this. Especially without clutch. Oh, okay. How did he not kill one there?
There. There.
It's just this deadlock wall, man. So oppressive.
Throwing net. 30 seconds
They can
left.
just put all their vision towards here. Lemonade Stand forced to wait it out because, again, no pressure on any other side of the map. So they have no option but to come here. And Cypher is aware of this, kind of watching the middler.
Spike
Trades are good
down
for
A.
Lemonade Stand.
Ripping 10 seconds left.
I mean, they've already gotten 6. Like, this is pretty successful as long as their offense
Not
is
ready
good.
yet.
I think it will be.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Oh. I don't like that movement by Akron. All good though.
Poison orb emitting. Toxin screen down.
Alright. Placing deadlock wall. Gonna have a little cheeky tuck there. Raise. Put some more trips towards A. Ambrosia on Eco.
Here.
Lemonade Stand being very cautious of any possible mid walks. Alright, so Rays can just stay on that line. They can now start putting more pressure towards A. Great timing, just by his flank coming in from Omen. Nice kill, Smiley.
30 seconds left. Last
Roja are
player
already here,
standing.
and the trades are amazing. And look, I mean, Raze is still here.
Spike planted.
Oh, and the trip. That's dirty, bro. In just such a great round. And I bet there was the understanding that they have such lack of mid control always that Smiley can come down through mid, take that timing, and not have to worry about anything. Even on an anti-eco for Lemonade Stand. And the pressure is just all mounted towards here.
Thrifty.
They can just look straight towards here because Smiley has flank, and the trades are great. And that
Last
wall,
round
again, I
before
feel like
the
that
switch.
wall is just, especially on fucking eco rounds, they can just play close. No, I'm not
I
really
could use a
fucking
drop.
with this wall. Odin coming out. Screw face.
Jump them.
Pretty much the same 2-3 default. Again, no pressure mid. Finally maybe adding some lurk pressure here. Nice kill from satellite.
Shock dart.
Ooh, it's kind of a whiff of an ult, Caillou. I think maybe just expecting them to be already towards market. Though it's the cam there, so I'm kind of confused on that. It was just a misplay. So it's just like, now we finally kind of created some more load pressure on round 12, but it's because these rounds have fallen apart, not because there was intention.
Revealing area.
So we're in a 2v4.
30 seconds left.
Should be 8 rounds for Bertha. Oh, well that's bad. Maybe wait for the Omen Flash next time. This guy you looking at? Why is this a 2v2?
Last player standing.
Good kill. And the ult. And that's 8. I mean, Deadlock Cypher, you expect to get a lot of rounds on defense. I guess what I don't expect from a challenger team is to create 0 mid-pressure on Sunset against a Deadlock Cypher especially.
Switching sides.
Now, I mean, you don't know necessarily that there's all these gaps. Like, really large gaps here. But they're not even exploring to know. And there's just no pressure on the opposite side of the map. You don't have a super, like... You don't have a Neon. Like, you have a Vice, you have a Viper. Like, those are pretty usually lurk-heavy agents. I would expect some more 1-3-1s. But there's no attempt, and so they can just hold their position. Wow, this is an interesting wall. I've never seen this before. Only time I've seen Viper is like loud and their walls like that. Brojo playing this very slow. Not a lurk smoke for some pressure.
There.
Scanning ahead.
Lemonade not really being proactive, just holding very passive positions. Just forcing them into some really uncomfortable spots where they've just basically given up all map control.
30 seconds left.
That wall's gonna be huge for rotations. So this is just a really cool idea
Spike planted.
because now they're all funneled to here. All the sidelines can go through here, winning out the trades, and this is just, I mean, game over. Especially with this one way. Like, what a great idea.
Here, shadows traveling.
Kind of like that scent wall
One enemy remaining.
connected. So some extremity pressure, lurk smoke, and it keeps eyes looking towards here, even with some mid-presence kind of here. They don't really have the utility to kind of maybe fight them off the lines. So that smoke plus the wall here, that's really nice. It's a different wall coming out. Looks like a mid-walk going out here. Yep. And no sentry. Just insanity. So we have two smoke. Oh, well, they do have a sentry. They have eyes. But that's interesting. Where's the wall? I can't see it. Is it on the map? You don't see the bias wall anywhere. Insanely passive from Ambrosia. I mean, we're 40 seconds on the clock and they have not really done anything. Maybe we use someone as a human drone here. Like, creating some pressure here.
30 seconds left.
Maybe flush out a mid-walk. But I mean, they're headed right into a stack, which they should win. Oh,
left.
trades are good. Lemonade.
Last player standing.
Retrieve the spike.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
What a win.
Thrifty.
What an eco.
They
Yeah,
sacrifice
I
for
think they
nothing.
just were playing a little too passive. That's just too much time off the clock to contact into A. I think you just need a human drone at some point. Like, at 50 seconds is when we could have broken door and sent Cypher or someone into here with just a ghost and seen what's up. And if he sees no one, well, now you know. If he sees the majority of the stack, well, then obviously go there. But you can't have a situation like that where you're running in with no info in 40 seconds.
Portal closed.
And the pace at which this game is played is so crazy compared to a lot of games I've watched at tier 2. Tier
Revealing
3.
area.
Or it just plays so slow. For one, it's not bad. You need to win that, Smiley. Nice.
Spike planted.
Pretty unaware of Sono here. He could go big.
Still good.
And kind of the deficits of the wall are shown there.
No surprises.
Oh, he
Last
sees
player
you.
standing.
Yep. That's tough.
My ult's ready. Good try, idiots.
That's interesting. Good retake. Good intentional movement by Cluey. It's Caillou. Okay, so wall here to trap, Dark Bros to probably fight,
Throwing next.
if pressured. Ooh, some cross map. Ooh, okay, nice lineup. Pretty sick.
One's activated.
You taking the damage? Oh no, he didn't.
Trigger hit.
I'll handle this.
Grenade. Spike planted.
Here. 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 I'm back.
Nice. Man, that URL. Sono is really good with that. Letting his team play around it.
Gone.
Last player standing.
Man, so this was close, but you kind of saw the value of the wall, in which they couldn't push up and really establish backside how they wanted, and with the
My ult is
Yoro
ready.
especially,
You failed.
they're able to kind of like get any remaining players back into here. And then with Vision Block, you know, they're kind of forced back here with 2 avenues to be shot at. It's really interesting. Like that. What you got, McCole? Because your team, other team's starting to come back here with the Viper ult online. I think a lot of their playstyle so far has kind of been around this Vise and not really knowing where it's going to be, would be my assumption, and just worried about kind of the trap plays. They finally go fast and they run into a situation where the wall gets a lot of value.
This goes here.
Alright. So that same Strange Viper wall comes out. Anything interesting here? So the wall trap here, it's a nice little spot. Again, using the arc rows more defensively, just kind of as a, once this is triggered, we all re-clear and go fight and flood, instead of maybe using it for that info in the mid round. There's a lot of gaps in this setup right now.
My territory, my rules.
Retrieving flash.
Nothing there.
Nobody here, but at least it clears you sight. Wall gonna be very impactful again. Allow them to really just
Spike
watch the
planted.
rotations here. If I'm Lemonade Stand, I think you just have to break this. Like, you can't let them just all watch one spot. Smiley, a really interesting risk here. Okay. Flash. Trap is really nice. The shot's just not
Last
there.
player standing.
I just overwhelmed by Lemonade Stand. So I liked what I saw. You know, you go mid because there's just a large gap with their setup, no Senti. I just think maybe the pacing was wrong. How they went about it. But good idea. I think you keep the mid pressure even though it didn't work. You need to condense the defense, make them respect and watch this from A-Link and market.
Here. Here.
Cutting through.
So I don't think mid is anything crazy in Sunset, but like you should at least make the defense respect it.
I am the hunter.
Okay, interesting ult. Lemonade Stand not choosing to use the Viper ult on the start of 2 rounds in a row. It's an interesting choice. Wonder if they're saving it for something in particular.
Area.
The wall's now here. I bet they're trying to see if the wall's here. Little Omen alt re-clear. Yeah, no pressure on the other side of the map from Emerge on offense either.
Tripwire destroyed.
Got a mid flank coming in. Trades are good for Ambrosia so far.
Spike down
3v3.
A.
Oh, the static's back, I believe. Hmm. The Viper triggers the trip, then goes back. Do they fight in this because they know someone's flank? Wow, what a hit. That's huge. Well, we gotta be at least 20 seconds right now, right? Oh man, I mean, this is over. Top down. Should be easy win. Nice job. Nice job. I don't like how they're using Yoru. They could afford to be way more aggressive with him and probing mid or probing extremities. I don't like how he's being used right now, or especially with all the contacting that Ambrosia are doing. He can sit in like little cheeky angles, kind of like what Durko would do, and see if he can get one and done. Maybe here too, but I don't like how they're using him right now. It's not really getting a lot of value. I don't think I've seen anyone walk up in here, take that risk. We saw some mid walkouts last round, but they were way too late timing. Trying to think if there's anything else. Not really using Sova in the mid round or any info. They're kind of just being pushed back here and still it's worked for them, which I guess is the shocking part. I think they really have just kind of gotten unlucky, Ambrosia. They run into the Vise wall like 4 rounds when they're pretty much just gambling where they're putting it and using it for traps. So maybe here this round might be a little bit different. Static is still here. So look, I think again, Yoru's playing in a cheeky spot, yes. It's like this cam's getting so much value. There's nobody putting any pressure mid. We could be using the Vise flash for mid re-clears. Again, now we're forced so much into this space and we have no control over anything. And we're not taking the risk to contact anywhere. Again, our Viper roll is still not being used, which I just don't get at all. Like, we just called a timeout. How is our Viper roll still not being used? Bring me their heads, or whatever she says. Yeah, Ambrosia just take over. Good round. I mean, like I said, I think if Ambrosia didn't run into the Vise wall, like the majority of their attack rounds, this could look very different. Because I mean, look what happens when they run into the 2-stack. It's just game over. And again, like, you could be using your Yoru for a mid walkout with that initial info. We're just sitting here, just nice and dandy, but again, we're getting behind in rounds. We need to afford to take more risks. Now we're on an eco. If I see another mid eco, like this is the second time they've walked down on an eco. Like, surely we don't. Why is it I'm always seeing teams wait till ecos to take the necessary risks that win the game? It's so stupid, man. So interesting, kind of like 1-4 setup, watching mid. I like this kind of like crossfire. Ambrosia just plays so slow that you can kind of get away with things like this too. Like, that's just something you have to know when you're playing this team. That they're not going to always just take the first read and play fast. You can afford to do stuff like this. Nobody playing on a deep line either, initially, just for that info. Again, I wouldn't tuck your info initiator in there specifically so he could use a drone if he had it, but maybe he doesn't. Finally putting in some lurk pressure, which I like. Sniffing out where the stack is. Yep. You take that risk, deadlock sees there's no stack, everyone can come back. Should be an easy round to win, and Lemonade Stand can't do anything. Oh, this timing is nasty. But there's traps, so there's not really anything you can do. I feel like this was a pretty great eco. Much better. I think they adjusted from last time. They sent someone a human drone, and that was the difference. And they didn't run into a stack. And Lemonade Stand are not retaking this on an eco with their comp. No shot. Good round. People are so strange. I don't text back this person in 5 seconds, and he's like, oh, guess I don't need to talk to you anymore. Like, what? Don't you have lives? Alright, this game needs to hurry up, because I have to go very soon. Alright. Come on, Ambrosia. Just win this last round. Oh, now we're using our ult. Chloe. Oh, man. Well, it took you 4 rounds, eh? Like, what are we doing? Ambrosia just completely disrespecting it, probably expecting that they're stacked to their site. Trying to flush them out with the ult. That's a really cool thing about the deadlock ult, is being able to do something like that, but there was some good awareness. I like this aggression by Lemonade Stand, and it's going to pay out for them really well. Nice job. I'm glad we finally took some risks and it paid out. And we used our Viper ult. I don't really know what we were doing, or we decided we weren't going to use that. That's a type of round that could have been done 4 rounds ago, but hey, what do I know? Alright, changing Levi's to B. Again, some of the interesting things about having Yoru and Asova is the fact that you can afford to use that Vi slash to not mid-round info cycle. But then that means your Yoru has to be doing things like this, which is taking more risks. Like, I feel like this should have been the default, is having Yoru here. And having Yoru go through mid. Or getting Yoru on a deep line with an op. Like that, those two should have been priorities. Not having Yoru hide. Ambrosia, love their mid splits, getting the Viper or getting the wall back to where it was. Nice move by Cavern, just tucking here, realizing there'd be a gap. Are you gonna pivot back? Not force the issue? What's the move here? Do we have the utility to clear out sight? Is that why we're waiting? $30 on the clock here. Maybe Breach Stun's about to come back in. Would love to know. We could get a stun line here, that'd be great. Yep, here it is. Good trades. Ambrosia down 1 or 2 now. And Satellite's not gonna have time to plant. Yep. Hey, let's get a kill, I guess. Boost those numbers. All good. Come on, guys, I have to go. Let's see how the other match is going. Looks like a 2-0 from Winthrop coming in.
Try not to die. Flash out.
Alright, a little change of pace by Ambrosia, going quicker. That's corny. Looks like 11.
Down A.
Shadows traveling.
So we kind of see the dangers of no info Sunti. Going
One
in
enemy remaining.
by the raise. Nope, nothing to clear out any of the spots. Just kind of hoping for the best. And you dodge the stun line. There's nothing else to get there, so.
$30 left.
Ugh, I have to go. Hurry up. Ugh, I think I just have to end stream. Bye, girl.